Alright guys, I have one of those very easy dinners to make tonight. Hey babe.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, we cheated. Tell me about it.
We did cheat, but we do have butter and bread. That's going to be fantastic with it.
We got butter and bread?
Yeah. Doesn't that make you happy?
You know, the Italian in her, she's in charge of lasagna. So she's going to throw that easy meal in. And... Thanks. I'm going to straighten up a little bit. You don't mind?
No, not at all. And here it is.
How long does it say on it, James? We had a little bet going in
70.
Okay.
20.
All right.
15.
She had those numbers right on. She must have cooked this before.
So yeah, we got Grandma and Grandpa coming over. And we've got a little bit of cleaning to do because we've been down by the pigs non-stop for the last few days now. And that right there is dinner.
Be nice for my piggies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to straighten up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And should go fast. I'll be back down to see you soon.
Yeah, because you don't need to dry the floors or anything. You just need to wash them because no one's here to step on them. Just wash your way out.
Yep.
I just make Mom and Dad's bed like twin beds.
Yep.
I just put the sheets up to each other.
Let's get out of here. We got to let the maid get to it. Well, this is what it looks like now. It's not in horrible shape, but you know, want to straighten it up for Mom and Dad. I like things to be pretty legit for them. Not too bad in here. I thought this would be worse. I got a little over an hour. I'm going to see if I can bang the shoe down out. It just kind of looks like everybody packed up and left, and that's kind of what we did. We haven't been here in like 4 days. But let's see if I can shop this into shape. We want Grandma and Grandpa to really look forward to this and enjoy this. And, you know, this to be a treat for them. I think they're coming down for a couple weeks this time to really feel it out. And we're supposed to cut down trees and open up a big spot. We want them to enjoy their stay here. Dad loves playing pool and video games. And I like all of the rooms to be nice and lined up for them so that, and you know, it just feels comfortable at the highest level. They're pretty good people. And we try and treat them like that. Grandma and Grandpa, they both retired a month ago, Tom. And they've been getting their stuff in order and figuring out how things are gonna be. You know, a lot of older folks, they hang in their house and you know, they slowly trickle at those older folks trying to, you know, it gets expensive. Everything's expensive, you know. You know, we miss them too. You know, from the beginning, this was all a plan. We had me and Jamie and Victoria and Brian, and then we asked Mom and Dad to go to lunch with us. Brian, it took him a while to get on board. You know, moving away from all your friends is a big thing, and you know, to go from Chicago to middle of Mississippi, it's a big change. So anyways, we go to dinner with Mom and Dad, and we're like, hey, you know, we wanna talk to you. We got some news, we got some ideals, we got some things we're planning. So Jamie gets off the horn with them after, you know, getting them to come to, I think it was somebody's birthday, and we like used it to our advantage. And I'm like, you know, you're gonna make her nervous to saying, hey, we got some news for you, whatever, woo, woo, woo. And she's like, Jamie's like, nah. And so we get her there, and I don't know, I don't remember it being a very nervous thing. I think it went well. We asked them, I think we, you know, me, Victoria, and Jamie, we were like, hey, we're thinking about moving to Mississippi. And we want you guys to be a part of it, you know? We wanna get some land and everybody kind of build on the land and have sort of a compound of sorts. So we're like, hey, we're gonna sell our house and move to Mississippi. You know, we were like, we did some work on our house and we plan on doing a little bit more work to get it show ready. And the bubble is booming right now for houses, and we think we might be able to get like twice what we paid for our house, and we haven't even owned it for 10 years, you know, and we're like, we're out of here, you know, we're out of here. We're gonna go someplace where it pays a little. We're gonna go to some place where our dollar stretches a little farther, was the main plan. And they were like, I don't know, you know, and they left the restaurant like that with the I don't know, you know, and we're like, holy cow, what if they're not in? We were looking for, you know, houses with two sides or even, you know, more than one structure on the property, and we really needed Grandma and Grandpa on board because they're fun, and you know, who wants to move that far from their family anyways? So they left saying maybe, kind of. And growing up, maybe was always like, it's hard to say no to you, but it might be a no. It was unique. And we were kind of nervous. So we pulled out the big guns. And we sent them like the dream home that we've been looking at, that was in our price range with a whole bunch of acreage. And it's really the house that we had been using as a tool the whole way along to like sell this ideal. Because it was a cute cabin on the top of a hill sitting on 36 acres with pastures and a barn and a big pole barn. So we used it to sell it, and you know, we We didn't have it yet. It had been on the market for a while and we wanted it, but we had like 45 days, 60 days of work, you know, to try and get this thing into shape still, and we weren't even ready. But so we sent Mom the big guns. We sent her the dream home that was the, dang, we would like to get this one if it's still on the market. And she was like, that's a pretty nice one. And they thought on it. And you know, I tell you, water. We sure did want that house. I'll tell you that. Oh my gosh, give me a hamper, would ya? Jeez. You're working me too damn hard. Better get that thing cooking. And they called back the next day later, or maybe they text, and they were like, we're in. What else are we doing? We're in. You know, the nice thing about this is where we used to be in Chicago, we had traveled to all the fun places within 4 hours, and sometimes even 8 for me and Jamie. You know, we got that camper and we hit all the recreational spots. And the thing about Mississippi is that whole new line of destinations that are a lot more reachable, you know. I mean, we can drive to Florida in 4 hours and be in one of the warmer oceans I've ever been in. I've seen the California oceans, and you know, even Myrtle Beach is kind of cold, and down in Florida, some of the warmest. And to be able to get there in 4 hours, that's something that's new to us. We used to plan our weekend in the camper on how far we could travel in a work weekend, you know. And it limits you. What the heck, you got the heat set to in here, but it's about to change. It's about to change, y'all. Okay, here we go. We're warming up. Yeah, so we wanted the house to have a pool, so Mom had a spot to kick it. She usually likes the pool a lot. A lot of our choosing had them in mind. And Victoria, and Brian. That's Boo Boo's girlfriend that makes all the piglets right there. I might have chose to buy like a mill for $2,000, you know, and made some sort of cabin out of natural wood and stuff that we could kind of forage, and maybe even buying some stuff at the hardware store, but probably saving a bundle of money. I look at some of these houses that they're selling these days, and they're small, tiny houses that they could probably put together for $10,000, but they sell them for 40. So I don't know. I think what their plan is to get a kit home of some sorts, and hopefully it's got all the bells and whistles that they want, and they're gonna plant it over by our biggest pasture, and it'll be bing bang boom that way, and it'll be nice. You know, there's so much work to do around here. I got a hard time complaining with their choice there, you know. Oh man, I got a box problem. I like all of these boxes. Party pack, how do you not keep that box? Look how flamboyant the color is on that. I gotta keep them all. In a minute, I'm supposed to do something with the lasagna. I'm trying to remember what she said. So mom and dad, yeah, we go the extra mile for them. We want them. We want them. They were like 2 years. I think Grandma and Grandpa were like 2 years. We'll come in 2 years. Because you know, when you retire, it plays a part in how much money you get. I'm trying to think if they made it to 2 years. I think they made it half that time. 1 year. 1 year was long enough. We're ready for them. Let's see what we can do here. Holy shit. I'm supposed to do something about that timer. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. It looks pretty good so far. I can't wait to get a hold of this kitchen. I fancy myself of a little bit of a remodeler, and I can't wait to remodel this one. Get it to something super functional with a fantastic island for cooking. The sink, I might change the sink a little bit. Tile the backsplash. I'm trying to decide if I can make my own wood butcher countertop. And it's one of the things holding me back, because it's a big project to make a butcher block countertop. Come on in and give me a hand, would you?
I sure will.
Should we check the lasagna first?
Sure.
Will that play?
That looks fantastic.
Grab the gloves. And you like said it again like it was a foreign concept.
I got the gloves, right? I said it like who's gonna pick up something hot without gloves? Should I take
Don't shake it.
Should I take its internal temperature?
No.
Okay. Clear.
You're done.
Alright guys, I had to come up here and help. Grandma and Grandpa are on our street. They're gonna open up the door and there's gonna be a bunch of puppies down in the garage, and we are not gonna be there because we are running out of time. Oh yes. Yes, yes, running out of time. You know, I remember when we asked Josh's parents to come and move down here. It was so nerve-wracking for me. I felt like I was taking their baby away. And that it was my fault for leaving. So I was really nervous. I told Josh, I said, there's no way we were gonna come down here if the parents didn't go. You know, I lost my parents. Well, my mom at a very young age. And I lost my dad about 10 years ago. So like his parents I feel really close to, like they're my parents. So we have a great relationship, so I didn't want to leave if they didn't come with. And the time is getting so much closer. I think I think they're actually going to be staying for a while this time. I hope so. We're going to cut some trees down to get their new house in there. But yeah, I remember the first time we told them, we went out to lunch, and yeah, it was very nerve-wracking for me. But we were happy. They said they would come. This goes this way. Nope, wrong way. This way. Okay. Oh, we gotta hurry up. They are on our street. Okay, broom time. Mom and Dad's here.
What's going on?
Dad's here.
Where?
Down in the garage.
That's awesome.
Okay, Mom, Dad's room's done.
I feel done too.
Did you wash the bathroom floor?
Oh yeah, I got down on my hands and knees and scrubbed it. So let's put the fan on this thing.
Yep.
I use 407 as my mattress.
That's a good one.
It's not the cleanest we've ever left them, but it's not bad.
Not bad. We've been busy.
Hour, bang the whole thing out?
Yep.
Well, this is what we came up with. Hopefully it's a little bit more styling for them. Maybe they won't notice a fan in front of their room. And we'll have to play. Forgot to do this floor. Got this one though. Living room, throw it together. It came out okay though. Onto the dining room. I'd say for an hour we did okay. Oh, we even got dinner done. Remind me to put that load in the dryer later. Gotta get some more blankets, yo. All right. Nice work. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something. Let's go see if we can find Grandma and Grandpa.
Smile for me, boo-boo.
I called in reinforcements, y'all.